Welcome back, students. Today we are going to study Mendel's periodic table. Mendel also classified element according to the physical and chemical property. He also arranged the element in the increasing order of its atomic masses. According to the Mendel, the properties of element are the periodic function of their atomic masses. He also correlated the properties of element with atomic masses, and according to Mendel's law, properties of element are the periodic function of their atomic masses. Mendel classified near about 63 elements. My dear students, today we are going to study Mendel's periodic table. He classified near about 63 elements. He started arranging the element according to their physical and chemical properties in the increasing order of their atomic masses. He told us that the properties of element are the periodic function of their atomic masses. Now we will have brainstorming over the table. Let's find out some merits of Mendel's periodic table. Mendel's. First, what did Mendel do? First, Mendel corrected the atomic mass of beryllium. What did Mendel do? He corrected the atomic mass of beryllium from 14.09 to 9.4 and placed beryllium in front of boron. This was the first thing he did while classifying the element. What was the second thing which he has done while classifying the element? He Mendel is first corrected the atomic mass of beryllium from 14.09 to 9.4 and placed beryllium in front of boron. The second thing he did was that he kept vacant places for the undiscovered element. In Mendel's periodic table, he kept some vacant places for the undiscovered element. Not only he kept some vacant places, but he also gave the properties of this element. Okay, now we will concentrate on the table which I have drawn for you. Here you will see boron, here you will see aluminium, and here you will see silicon. Mendel kept some vacant places in his periodic table for the undiscovered element and also gave their properties. And these places he named as Eka boron, Eka aluminum, Eka silicon. So these are that places. This is Eka boron, below that it is Eka aluminum, and below this is what? Eka silicon. When the elements were discovered, they were given name. These, when discovered, were called as scandium, gallium and germanium. So these are the places. The first thing Mendel did was he corrected the atomic mass of beryllium from 14.09 to 9.4 and placed it before boron. The second thing he did was he left some vacant places in the periodic table and also gave the properties of the undiscovered element. When these elements were discovered, they were given the names scandium, gallium and germanium, and these were the vacant places which he left. The third thing which Mendel did was, when the noble gas were discovered, noble gases were not discovered at that time, but when the noble gases were discovered, they were kept in zero group without disturbing the original table. So these were the advantages which were present in Mendel's periodic table. Now let's discuss some disadvantages. Now we will consider the drawbacks. First, in Mendel's periodic table also, cobalt and nickel, they were placed together because they possess the same atomic masses. Second, the drawbacks of Mendel's periodic table are: first, cobalt and nickel were placed together because they both possess the same atomic masses. The second drawback was isotopes. Isotopes have similar chemical properties but different atomic masses. So it was difficult to adjust. This was the second drawback. Third drawback was that the third drawbacks of Mendel's periodic table was that he was not able to tell how many elements will be there between two heavy metals. There was no uniformity in that. So he was unable to tell how many elements will be there between two heavy elements. Hydrogen showed the similar properties with halogen, which belong to group 7, and also alkali metal, which belong to group 1. So there was uncertainty in placing of hydrogen with either halogen or alkali metals. Dear students, today we have just had a brainstorming on Mendel's periodic table. We have seen Mendel's periodic law. The properties of element are the periodic function of its atomic masses. Mendel also started arranging the element in the increasing order of its atomic masses. While doing so, the first thing which Mendel did was he corrected the atomic mass of beryllium from 14.09 to 9.4 and placed beryllium in front of boron. The second advantage of Mendel's periodic table was that he left some vacant places in his periodic table, and not only he left some vacant places, but he also gave the properties of the undiscovered elements. They were called as eka boron, eka aluminum and eka silicon. When the elements were discovered, they were called as scandium, gallium and germanium. This was the second advantage. The third advantage was that when Mendel is classified near about 63 elements, at that time noble gases were not discovered. But when the noble gases were discovered, he did not disturb the original table, but he put them in a special group and he called it as a zero group. Now we will see the limitations or the drawbacks of Mendel's periodic table. The first drawback of Mendel's periodic table was that again he also put the two elements cobalt and nickel together because both of them have the same atomic masses. This was the first drawback. The second drawback was that isotopes. Now isotopes are the elements which have the same chemical properties but they have different atomic masses. And as they have different atomic masses and same chemical properties, it was difficult for him to place it according to the increasing order of their atomic masses. The next drawback was that he could not tell how many elements will be present between two heavy elements. There was uncertainty in it. He could not predict it. And the last drawback was that hydrogen possessed or have similar properties with halogens and also with alkali metals. So there is uncertainty, not a clarity in placing of hydrogen with halogen or alkali metals. That's all, students. We'll stop here, and in the next class we'll have brainstorming on modern periodic table and also try to know the merits and demerits of modern periodic table. Thank you very much.